It's as embarrassing as the people who ride surf skates at the wave pool.
I'll just use a brand new weddy as a cushion. Whereas an old weddy, I got so many fucking weddies, man. I'm telling you. I'm nearly looking forward to wearing weddies, but I'm not. But I am because then let's roll in.
Go on, count me in.
Is my hearing good?
Yeah,
Five, four, three, two, one.
we're back, everyone. The Insiders, once again, we're here again. Tonight's going to be a little fun one, bit of a comp wrap on Tahiti, Tiahopu.
You.
Our thoughts on that. Some thoughts about the final five, not too much, and then some events, some surfing events from stories from myself and Daz, and what's going on in the world. So it's going to be a fun one. Let's rip in, Daz. How are you?
Already, I reckon you blew it there. It's Tiahupu. Ooh.
I missed the ooh on the end.
You got to double ooh it because I was hanging with Gilbert. Oh, what's his second name? Gilbert. It's like one of the most heaviest charges of Chopu last year. He was hanging in France for a bit. He came past the coffee shop a couple of times, and I asked him because it was a funny topic. It's Tiahupu. Ooh.
Ah,
Why would they do that?
to fuck us over. I just like calling it chopes.
Yeah, chopes.
Easy.
Chopes. Maybe. Okay, so that's the fun stuff. Let's just backpedal. Backpedal. I'm watching Johnny Depp and Amber Heard on Netflix. It's a 3 episode little documentary. That's
Yeah.
what society has become.
Mm. Sounds like I'd rather kill myself than watch that, if I'm honest.
No, I'd actually what no, well, yeah, maybe. I'm watching it. I'm not watching them. I'm glad I wasn't watching them because apparently a lot of people were. TikTok, whatever, click clock. Um, I don't know who's guilty or who's not guilty, but I think the press are pretty guilty. Would that
Always.
be the first time? Would that be the first time?
No. But it does lead on to a surfing related topic of I still am astounded that there's this such a silence over Eric Logan.
Sexual harassment, Beach Grit said.
Yeah. And like drunk and like out of control behavior. And like how someone's not just blown the top off of it is it's quite mad to be honest. But
It's a weird old world, Matt. Which brings me to the other thing I want to talk of. Someone in a young kid in who was known by uh, my son's mates in our community here, and he got a heavy online hating against his personality life choices. We won't go too deep, but all his mates kind of rallied around it, and it was a Google review on where he worked, and they couldn't get it off. Huh? They
no.
couldn't get it off. Google's kind of, like non-contactable.
Do you know how you get it off? And this is a true legit story. If you call someone a paedophile, they take it down.
Yeah, but if you play with
Yeah, if you play
words,
with fire, yeah.
no, if you play with words, how you manipulate, how you write the words so it doesn't sound like that. So, for example, if you put a P and put PEE and then da as another word and then file,
Yeah.
and things like that, just different ways to term things. But how
Yeah, it's savage.
lame and uneducated can you be to online hate on someone
Just
under a pseudonym?
yeah, they're all like keyboard
We
war-
know that. We know that.
keyboard warrior little melts. find out where he lives, I'll come down there and break his kneecaps.
That's the plan, huh? Went to the police and hopefully they can track him down. Because
100%.
apparently, the majority of these people that do that sort of stuff are that dumb that even though they put a suit on them, they don't um hide their
IP
uh
address.
yeah and things like that. So
We'll
F off
come
to
break some
lame
heads.
people, huh?
Yeah, that's just leave. What it's a good point, and it's like I just say like,
Why are people worried
yeah,
about other people's life, like how they're dressed? That's
leave.
what I was seeing on this Johnny Amber. Everyone's hating on Amber. Maybe she was whatever she was, but because Johnny's kind of popular, all of a sudden he can
Yeah,
do whatever he wants.
I I have it like not to go down a deep rabbit hole, but we was at the wave pool yesterday, and there was a woman sat there comfortably breastfeeding, and people were acting like she was like holding up a racial sign or like supporting Donald Trump or something. I was like, she's not harming anyone. She sat there quietly going by her own business. Just leave, like, just stop being weird. Just leave people. Like, she's not harming anyone.
People are allowed to drink cow's milk.
That's weirder.
People,
It's
huh?
weirder that we live in a world where it's okay to drink milk from a cow, but someone feeding what they're actually
The
meant to be to their own kid is weird.
kid wasn't 12.
Nah, he was. I mean, he had the same amount of facial hair as me, so he was probably like 1.5 years old
There
max.
you go. There you go. And he wasn't drinking cow's milk.
No, but anyway, on to
Oh,
weird
people are
stuff.
lame.
What did you think of Tia Hopu?
See, Hopo looks pretty shit, really. I mean, that's how wave starved we were this year. It was a pity because obviously the trials were fantastic, which was weird because I don't know why I said which was weird. I think that's kind of normal, I guess. But I turned it on. There was a YouTube streaming of it, and I turned it on and I saw the semis. No, no, no. I watched the replay the next day, and it looked like when you're watching it that it's flat, long period swell. All right.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden, Matahi drops into like a 12-footer and gets drained and gets a 10, which I thought was dubious because it was the first minute of it. Did you see some of that? Because I
I,
thought Emio's
I definitely saw something it,
I
and I
thought
think
Emio's wave was better than, but obviously, yeah, it was irrelevant. It was incredible that, wasn't it? And then
I agree.
obviously
I got two thoughts on that actually. I did watch it. I definitely think that when is it Matahea,
Matahi.
Matahi, when he caught it, I was like 10. And then I was like, nah, slow down a minute. And was like kind of like 9, set the bar 9, because and it proves to be right because Amayo's wave 100% in my opinion is a bet like is half a point better. And they couldn't, and what I felt bad for it is because then obviously Amayo didn't win, and then he didn't get the injury replacement either. I don't get why Amayo didn't get called up and that Mihamani did, even though he served
because
good.
they got rules and he was the highest next placed
Yeah,
regional.
but literally, surely it's the second place from the trials. But
Either way, I don't think Emio would have left any sort of stain on it because of the conditions. Then, like what we're
maybe
getting to, kind of deteriorated, and they got kind of what was it even? It was basically just windy chopes. They're still getting hell barrels
I quite,
occasionally
I'll be honest, I actually enjoyed it for the fact of I think it added an element to me of being like these guys are that good that they're making tropes that's this bad look quite good. But and it also highlighted like there was a heat. I can't remember the heat, but it was before Carly Vast's heat, and they were struggling. They and then Carly padded out, Callie, whatever his name is, padded out, and within like
hourly.
Cowley paddled out, and within 10 minutes he had like a seven or pocket sevens, two sevens, and I remember being like, it's quite cool actually seeing how challenging the lineup must be.
He's a fantastic surfer.
He's very good.
He's
Yeah,
a fantastic surfer. It'd be good to.
he
It'd be
made
funny. It
Joe.
would be good to see him on the CT, but like
Yeah,
it'd be good to see a lot of people on the CT.
for
So
sure.
watch, he's then just had his chance to shine. I don't think he's close at the moment. I think
No.
I think there's I think he had one result in Belito,
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I
maybe
know.
a
I know he.
quarterfinal, maybe a quarterfinal.
Yeah, yeah, the one in South Africa. Yeah, it was. It was quarterfinal.
So
Yeah.
who was your standout surfer of the event, with popular opinion?
Uh, is popular opinion Jack Robinson? Because if so, no. The standout surfer for me was Leo.
Ah, I thought you were going to say Gabrielle. Yeah,
No,
Leo was pretty good.
I thought Leo was sick. I really, really enjoyed watching all of his heats. I thought he looked really, really solid.
It's a great
Um,
tube rider.
so good. And I wish he made it. I thought I really enjoyed watching Ryan Cannonen, and there was one wave he got his scores were cooked against
He
Kelly.
just
Like,
got smashed.
well, Kelly's score got really like the 7-5 or 7-6 Kelly got was overscored because then Ryan got a much better barrel and then came out and done a massive turn but didn't finish it off. And they gave him a 7-4. And I was like, well, his barrel was better than Kelly's wave. He should be scored on that. And then if he landed the turn, scored on that.
I thought Kelly
But
surfed pretty good, huh?
I did think
And then
he did surf good.
and
Yes.
then like really good. Like he looked better than anywhere else this year. And
Yeah.
then just bundled a bit of a priority thing, wasn't it? At the end of
Yeah.
his heat.
Yeah. And Yago's wave was a good wave.
Did
But
you even see Toledo?
was he there? No, I did because it was absolutely fucking embarrassing. It's as embarrassing as the people who ride surf skates at the wave pool that I've just spent yesterday screaming at in my head.
What, along the side of the pool?
Yeah, and honestly,
Warm
when
up.
they're like doing carves and stuff, and I'm like, or pretending to do carves, and their arms are moving, and the board's going in a straight line, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. But
Well, why don't you just do it somewhere else apart from the wave pool?
who would exactly? I'm all for a surf skate except for at the wave pool. Um, who would win a heat out of Felipe and Steph at Chopes? Because fuck, I love Steph and she's so bad.
Jesus. It's just horrendous.
Yeah, it. I've heard a few poddies say it, and a few people say it, and they've said it for years and years. But I wish
We've said it.
Felipe, I wish Felipe would either come out and say I'm scared, or come out and say I'm going to safety surf because I'm already number one in the world, or give it a fucking crack. He's surely good enough.
I'd rather him not go there and give the spot to someone else. That's what
Yeah,
I'd rather.
but it is funny thinking.
Pathetic.
It is funny thinking
I don't
now
know if
that
it's pathetic, but I mean, I just think if you're that level,
he's
surely just don't go there.
he's not even bothered about trying though. That's the bad thing, in my
I don't
opinion.
know about that. I'm sure he's trying. It's a pretty intense, fearful thing, but just don't go. Pull out.
Mm. But
Like
it is quite.
it was
It
only
is.
4 foot Jopu,
Yeah,
6 foot on that day, was it?
but depending on
Who knows
your
how it
scale,
was in Tia Hupu
yeah,
scale. Maybe it was like 1 foot.
yeah. But what I would say is it is
Let's ask
hilariously
Johnny Boy
funny.
Gones how big it was.
Yeah. Do you not think it's quite funny that Brazil are going to have Felipe
Oh,
at
it's
the
just heavy.
Olympics over Medina?
At least Joe will
Yeah,
have a good solid crack.
yeah. How good is
The
Medina?
Aussies have got a good team, even though
Yeah,
they're both natural footers, and they could have had Ryan Callahan and Connor.
yeah. How mental is Gabriel Medina's record out there?
He's pretty good. I mean, like I thought he was unbeatable. I just think it's an absolute testimonial to Jack
I'll
that
be honest.
he's come back from a double whammy injury, time off, misses up the duff to Chopu, wins it, knocks out his coach's son,
Yeah.
and Bobby's in the top 4.
And I think that I rewatched the final and I think Gabby wins the final.
Yeah, maybe his first barrel was bigger, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I saw it too, but the Jack in me just pretended to not acknowledge it.
I thought the second wave, Medina's second wave, I thought was a little bit underscored and stuff, but it was close, like close.
It's hard to tell because you're not there.
Yeah, and it's also hard. I found it really hard to compare. Like, are they getting scored on technicalities of Jack being backside, which maybe is a bit hard.
No. I think it's just more a case of the judging towers looking at that different to us. And when they see the barrel straight up,
Yeah,
they see how far someone's in the barrel.
yeah. I want to ask about and speak about the women, but I just want to ask, like, do you know why they have throwaway events now or ever? Why do they not just count all the way, all of the events?
For fun.
Is it not for injuries or something like that, or because
It's a
I
good
don't
question. You got to
because
throw
like
away waves in your heap.
well because Medina the start of the year Medina got ninth, and then he got a 17th, but after the cut, so he's not throwing that away. So if he could throw away his 17th, he would actually have made the top 5 over Jack.
Yeah. I haven't read the rule book, but Jesse
But
Miley Dyer has.
I just wondered why they actually have a thrower. Hopefully, maybe someone's listening and can pop into the inbox or whatever. But yeah, like it kind of confused me. Like, why have all those events and not count all the scores? Just add them all up. And I've argued with myself about it. Is it having an injury so that they can have at least one throwaway? But then that would benefit people before the cut and not after the cut again. So it's a bit of a weird one. And who knows? Maybe when we take over the WSL, we can sort that out. But
I've
yeah,
sent in a request.
yeah. But anyway, moving on. What did you think about the females out there?
Well, it looked like Katie and Molly were having like it was the ones I said. I think I actually said Caroline Marks as well. I thought Caroline obviously thought Vahini was going to win it, but Caroline was probably the next most.
I think I called Tatiana, and she served pretty good. Did you see
I told you.
Did you see the Molly Tahiti heat?
Yeah, I think so.
That Katie Simmons' 2.6 is never, ever, ever a 2.6 out there
Is it
on
more
the scale. Lower.
or less?
She needed a 2.5.
She gets a bit of a push, Katie.
Hits a big turn for sure. Falls on the end. She needed a 2.5 and she got a 2.6. I was like, not a chance is that the score. She didn't like no one thought it was the score and she got it. And I was like,
And then no one spoke about it again, obviously, because I didn't even notice it.
No one spoke about it. And then
She's an incredible surfer, though.
She did put on a good performance.
And she's good at riding barrels. And within probably 2 trips there she'll be better than 90% of them. But I think Caroline will get better there too. Yeah. I think she looks really comfortable. I didn't think Tatiana, she gets barrel, but she doesn't have the back for something's wrong with the back foot. Frontside barreling. Even though, like, I think she's the best backhand surfer at over 6 foot, which is a good claim to have.
Yeah. How
rather that than be the best under 2 foot surfer that Felipe's got. Not under 2 foot, just 4 foot and under, or 6 foot right point.
How was Katie's wave in the semi against Vahine? That check stall to about that was pretty sick. The style,
yeah, it was pretty good. It's just showing like that she knows what's going on with the barrel, which I don't know. It's like the older crew, like Steph, and that I don't know. Like Steph's like the most intuitive, best stylish surfer in the world, who obviously never went to Indo left hand reef break ever.
Nah.
She's got more money than any of it, but she doesn't care either.
But it's like why she didn't need to for so many. Why would you go and train that if you don't need
That was
to?
it. That's the one
Yeah.
thing that held them back for a while, and it's not holding them back anymore. So it's great what
No.
they've done.
Yeah. Yeah. It was real cool. Um, and then
And
I
the
guess
Olympics is going to be there. So who you put your money on? Katie and I
I'll
don't
put.
know. Hey, tell you, Tyler Wright. I thought she was top three.
I did think she
She
was
was
cool.
unreal. She was getting proper backhand barrels, and doing it properly.
Yeah.
She's going. She's unreal.
I think.
She could have won it.
I think Olympics wise, I'm still looking. If it's good, I think Vahine wins.
Yeah, but he know if they run it in good,
Yeah.
how are they going to do the Olympics?
Hopefully
How
better
many
than.
rounds is it? Lots.
Yeah. Did I have the rapid
How does
charges?
it even work?
Who
I
knows?
didn't watch the last one. It was in Japan. Why would you watch that? I couldn't even watch anything.
I
Didn't even
didn't
see
watch.
Usain Bolt run. Did he run?
Yeah, there wasn't a crowd or anything, was there? It was a weird one.
It was the Pan Olympics.
That's it. What talking about things and like next coming up? Obviously, top five now.
Jack won, didn't he? So we know that. Caroline won. They're both
Yeah,
in the top five. Cracker. Top four. Top four. We'll try and get past as quick as we can because everyone in the world has a dig on it. There's no way they can come back on it now because imagine if they came back on it now and Gabriel got a run and he won
well,
and it was against the rule book.
do you think like from everything, just like straight off the top, like do you think it should go to Gabrielle?
Well, who else would it go to?
Well, like it's either him or no one, like the next surfer or not. Like,
I would have said straight away that they should have just gone to the next one along.
yeah. See, I don't think they should, but yeah,
But there you go. You're in a good position then, aren't you? Because they're
yeah.
doing what you think.
For me, it's just like if you haven't made the top five,
So
that's it.
what if the number one guy gets injured?
Then then everyone just slots up one on the final five, but you don't replace him
Okay.
because they're not replacing the fifth guy. They're replacing like for Ethan, he's third.
Basically, if you get injured before you go to the Olympics,
Yeah,
you don't swim, but do they let someone else go in? I
that's a
think
team
they do.
event.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
they do.
yeah,
That's no, I'm talking about like in the swimming, not about surfing. How have they done it over the past trillion years of Olympics?
yeah. But if you're in the Olympics, you do
I'm
one
not.
event.
I'm not. If
So,
someone else is.
yeah, but so say you're in the Olympics and you've got to make the top two.
Which event can I be in?
Just shut up.
Shot put.
All right. If
Say
you
I'm in the shot put, and
right,
then I get a
say you're in
tennis
the
elbow.
no, no,
I
no,
reckon
no,
I'd
no,
put.
because you're not missing. You're missing the point. Is so say you're in round one of the shot put, and it's top two that get through, and you finish third, and then after that, the second person gets injured on a night out. They don't
Not
call you
even.
up. They
Not
don't call
even.
you up.
Say I'm in the shot put event, and I get tennis elbow a
So
month before the event.
that's
They're
not
going to
what's
give it
happened
to
though.
my mate
That's not
Doug
what. That's
Atkins, the pie maker, because he was the next best shot putter in our team
yeah,
country.
exactly. No, the answer is no because you haven't qualified. You had your
Uh,
every Ethan
are
had
you
his
sure?
Ethan qualified, Gabriel didn't. Gabriel didn't make the top five, so he
I
shouldn't.
like even hearing some people say, "I wonder if he can surf." He's got two fractured
Yeah,
vertebrae.
yeah. Anyway, who?
Oh, I'll just have an aspirin.
Yeah, go out and bodyboard. Who do you? What's your picks for the final five? What's your
Felipe,
predictions? Okay, I mean I agree with you, but I'm going to say Griff.
Felipe Carissa.
Hmm. I'm going Griff Tyler.
I'd love to see Griff win.
I'd love to see Tyler win.
I'd love to see anyone but Felipe win.
I honestly don't want Carissa to win it. but
just to crush her dreams because she's nice.
just to keep her away from Steph.
Mm. Ah, okay, she's getting closer. It'd be funny to see Katie win. That's a great first heat. Katie, Molly. I reckon Molly can take her.
I think Molly will beat her.
Just on maturity, but
Yeah.
maybe not. I think she's a little bit cutbacky, front side. Katie for Trestles. Do you know what I mean? She's got
Yeah.
that fantastic cutback. She does really good like closing moves, but I think you need that first couple of stabs and slashes, which Molly's kind of really good at. Then who's she coming up against? Molly. Caroline. Yep.
Caroline.
Yep. And then Tyler second.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to think who was third, but yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah.
then she's got to come through Caroline, which I don't think she can, because I reckon Caroline's going to do a few Oki backhand bangity bangs. And then I reckon Caroline can take out Tyler because she can do a few bangity bangs and maybe even go left. And I got a
Yeah.
feeling Tyler's signature layback snap and the way she frontside surfs is not compatible with that fat drifting away from your trestles wall.
It's a good shout. I reckon Tyler's going to come in quite aggressive, and I reckon she might do the. When I look at other than Carissa, when I look at like, I think Tyler could probably do the biggest impact moves and probably get like, I think she's got the ability to do like 2 turns and get an 8-5, whereas I think like Molly and Katie would have to do. I mean, I think Katie could go to the air and win it. If I was Katie Simmons right now, I'd be just going to train to do airs because that's her point of difference.
Not sure she needs to train to.
Well, or what everyone does, but yes, continue to train her airs, honing the skills, get the make rate up. If she does that, she gets her front punt game good and her rotation
The
game good.
judges will just eat it up like gravy.
Far out. She could just take off 2 waves, punt, spin, nines all day from the judges.
Our pack of thieves down near my cafe at the surf shop next door and stuff. Me partner Terry's brother Steve, he's a Griff fan. He's called Griff straight up, and then Arno, our local real estate agent, he threw Jack, and I just went solid, dependable, best 3 foot and under Felipe.
You like
It's 3 different opinions because we weren't allowed to pick the same one.
if you yeah. If you're putting a lot of money on it, like so you're more likely going to pick like who you actually think and you're not taking a punt. If you don't say Felipe, you're an idiot.
Like, yeah, if someone said to you tomorrow, you got to put your house on it.
Yeah.
That's who you're putting it on. But like I told you, remember I was watching the 5, 6, and 14 halves lost
Yes.
2 million or whatever they called it. Y2K relived. Griff did the best surfing I've ever seen, I reckon, at Trestles.
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah.
Ever.
Absolutely.
It's like a mix of Kelly, Tom Curran, and Toledo together.
Yeah. I think I really want Griff to win it, to be honest. But yeah.
Well, we've worn that out because that's about as excited I am on comp surfing at the moment, and we've only got not long left. We're not going to make a long episode, but I'm telling you, the geek of all video watchers, did you watch Michael February's little thing?
What one?
There's one that's come out with From Wasted Talent. I think it's in partnership with Vans.
Yes.
And he's on all sorts of boards just around J Bay and a couple of other beautiful barrel beach break.
So good.
How insane is that dude?
He's incredible. And that some of that footage was leaked on that thing I said about a few weeks ago, where it's called like Mikey February and Free Twin Fins at J Bay, and it was a weird channel that put it up, but it was for that, and it's so good. He's just,
Is that one of those tri-plane hole things that he surfs at the end?
I think it is, yes, because
Okay.
I think,
Fantastic advertisement for Channel Islands, isn't he?
yeah, their team is unreal. Like, Devon Howard, who's their marketing manager,
And Vance.
and Van.
Vance, man. Because he was Quicksilver for years. And I remember I met him once or twice, maybe at Euroglass. I remember when he left Vans, I saw Belly's face go like white. He's like, what? Okay, no, no, no. He's going, yeah, yeah, this guy's getting sacked. And I go, well, Mikey didn't wait to get sacked. He left and he
Yeah,
went to even better brand. Sorry,
yeah,
Quick. I love you, but more at the time, fans were maybe still are running a bit hotter than Quick.
yeah, and like, yeah, the CI team and the Vans team, like, they're both real good, real
I
good.
don't care about the CI team, but I'm just talking about like
Oh, Dane and
um
that lot.
Matt Michael surfing. How incredible! Like, because I think I like it probably because he's tall and skinny, but
Me too.
it shows like with Rob Machado that it's not all about lifting weights. If you've
Yeah,
got technique, and that's for all you punters out there, if you've got technique and you concentrate on technique, you can kind of surf any board.
100%. Talk about things to watch. Have you watched any of the Stab Highway?
Oh, I watched the first one and then I've boycotted it.
I like
Huh?
that.
I'm not watching it anymore. It just feels too childish for me. I'm sorry, listeners. But and I don't even think it's an age thing. I just feels a little bit forced, childish for me.
Well, that's quite funny you say that, because I was about to say I love it. You know that it's like right up my alley, and this one's real difficult because it's flat. Um,
Is it? I'm glad I
it's
didn't watch it then.
like one of the challenges is find Kepa Akero on a beach. They find him on a beach and it's flat. Like, the last episode I watched Mackenzie Bowden surf tiny little ripples around river mouths just to get points, and you're just like, it's I feel like obviously they can't control the waves and stuff, but it's just a bit contrived, like, in my
Yeah, it's
opinion.
contrived. I'm not watching it. I'm not going to watch it. I've watched the
No,
first episode, so I've
boycott it.
boycotted it. And which will bring us into a preview of a video that I haven't watched, but I just started watching before you said we can go. And I can't wait to get back to my computer. And it's rare that I'm this excited about a surf video because it means I'm going to forego episode 3 of Johnny Depp Amber Heard. It's just unreal that as well. Fuck, it's funny.
If you
Medina,
Yes,
Mason
yes, yes,
Ho,
yes, yes.
Mick Fanning.
I was
My
waiting for
God.
you to say that. I've literally
My
got it on the
God.
TV.
When do you ever see Medina go? Oh, it's just like I'm going back to see it. So I, I'm blind, viewers and listeners. So you can be as blind as me, but switch on. Like, why would you not watch that?
Presented by, or directed and all like kind of sorted by
Vaughn Blakey?
Vaughan Blakey and
Oh,
Nick
he's
Collette.
lucky. That'd be unreal.
I can't wait. It's literally on the big TV in the front room.
White Lightning, best surfer in the world. Gabriel Medina, 6 world titles between him, another 3 times. Gabriel can do anything he wants. And Mason, I don't know if Mason's in the whole thing. I hope so.
I think he is. I've got this year. I don't know what it is, but
Who could Quickie put up as a team to match that?
yeah. I mean,
Who's their best older surfer?
the
They
best
got
old
they
surfer,
don't. It's Jeremy was their
Tom Carroll.
I know they've got it. I know they've got it, but I've seen that last video, which was epic as well. While we're on videos blurb, repeater.
Yeah,
But those guys aren't got as much sage power pulling as Mick and Mason and
Nah,
Medina.
nah. I can't wait to watch it.
Like Billabong, who would they can pull out
Joe Parkinson.
Parko. They can't pull out Griff anymore.
Nah. Well, they got Ethan
Oh,
though.
Griff was in repeater. That was pretty good.
Yeah, they could go Joel, Ethan, and
That'd be good.
Jai Glindemann.
That's pretty Aussie. I want international.
Well, Italo.
That have yeah. That would be better.
Yeah,
Like Parko, or not even blow Parko off. Oki, Italo, Ethan.
yeah.
That'd be a good surf trip. But that's not, it doesn't exist. We've just made it up. Do's and don'ts, Matt.
Oh, easy. I've said it before. Do not go to the wave pool on a surf skate and ride it around as if that guy in your head is going, drop in, smack the lip with pat, drop in, samba. Just don't do it. You look like an absolute moron. I don't care who you are. I don't care how good you are on a
At
surf
the
skate.
wave pool.
Don't do it. Just don't do it. And do get a Need Essentials shorty. It's changed my life. It's the best wetsuit ever. I don't
So what
care.
is it? A springy? Is that short arm, short legs?
Long arm, short leg, and I don't care that I look like a bodyboarder.
So
Harry
that's called
Simpson.
a short arm steamer, Matt.
Long arm steamer.
Are you long arm, short legs?
Yeah, it's. I believe it's a bodyboarding wetsuit.
Is it a long arm, short legs? That's the best wetty there is.
Yes, that's what it is.
Because your legs are tougher than your arms. And
they're
then if the
underwater.
water's warm and there's a bit of a breeze, your arms are warm. It's a great wetty, bro. That's a great wetty.
So that is my do's and don'ts.
Can you give
What are
me that
yours?
one when you come down? Are we same size?
Oh,
You'll
yeah,
never need it again.
that's what I'm wearing.
Huh? I got to get out me Need Essentials black board shorts.
Yeah. So what's your do's or don'ts?
My do's and don'ts. My don'ts are never do any online hate against someone you don't know. Because if you don't know,
You don't know them.
don't worry about them. Worry about your own stuff. Do surf against your will. I'm forcing myself over the last 2 weeks. I keep having bad surfs and I'm just keep going.
You're not having bad surfs. You sent me clips of you getting absolute like barrels at the norm, big turns at the norm.
Oh, yeah, that's
on your
long gone.
birthday.
That was 10 days ago.
So you're not having bad surfs, but
No, it wasn't on my birthday. It was 5 days before my birthday. On my birthday, I necked a couple of lagers, and I don't recommend that to anyone apart from people that are having their birthday.
yeah,
We've got a new cat, which I'm about to go and see. We don't know what his name is yet. Spot.
Spot.
My son Marlo, he's part of this podcast. Can you just say one thing for our international viewers, Marlo?
What?
Joie de bus.
Dras de bus. They're
does that
jelly
mean?
beans. So good on ya. That's the word for the day.
What's it mean?
I don't know. It's jelly beans. Dragibus.
Je ne sais pas.
Dragibus. Dragibus. Au revoir.
Au revoir.